Hey everybody, welcome to another Quicksave Review with me, RC. Quicksave Review, if you haven't seen it before, is basically a Let's Play mixed with a review with a game that I am currently in progress playing, and I'm currently playing King Lucas on the Switch. Now, King Lucas is a very interesting little dungeon crawling game. It does something fairly unique that I haven't seen in other dungeon crawly type games before. Let's jump into the dungeon, and I'll show you what that's all about here. You can see here, this is your, I assume is not the king, he's actually the knight. I don't think I actually caught his name. I think you name him after whoever you are. You can see the top left corner, RC. He's got a green face. I gave him a pig nose, you know. I'm assuming this is actually King Lucas. So it just says king, though. So I don't know. I don't know who King Lucas is supposed to be, actually. So the king tells you, you know, basically, you know, you need to go look for this princess, and you're telling him, I'm doing it. You're going to find that your knight character that you play as is a very, very sassy character. But here, let's jump into the dungeon here. So what you're going to find are these interesting enemies, like pig dudes. Actually, it's the first time I've seen this guy before. You can see he's labeled as a Cyclops, even though he has 2 eyes, though. I find that to be a problem. He has too many eyes if he's going to be a Cyclops. So anyway, the way this works is you enter the dungeon, and you can see through, on the map here, you're not actually exploring this whole gigantic map. I'm assuming at some point it will get to that point. However, right now, we're only exploring about 49 of the squares that are available. You can see at the bottom left corner there of the map, anything that is dark is a square that we can get to and explore here. So we are currently in this castle looking for the princess, as she is going to be in one of these squares somewhere, and we just need to get to her and find her for the king, and that's it. I don't know if we'll successfully do that during this particular level, because this game has a lot of nook and crannies to explore in it. Not sure who this guy's looking for here. Oh, geez, he hit me a little hard there, didn't he? Squishy, though, takes 2 hits. One thing you're going to find in this game a lot is that there are a lot of locked doors. Several doors are going to keep telling you you need a key to open this door. A lot of times there are ways to find where you need to go, you know, around that door. So it's not always a big deal. But therein lies sort of like the puzzly platformer part of the game. There we go, we found a key there. And sometimes you break these barrels open, you will find useful items like that, so it's worth breaking into them. There we go, 2 keys. We've got to make sure we don't waste those on unimportant doors, though. And we got a checkpoint. I don't quite understand the checkpoint process in this game. It's actually very forgiving. Basically what it does is it will pretty much save whatever room you get into next. Like, as soon as we start this next room, it's going to save your progress from this room, which is really nice, actually. But I don't understand what the checkpoints are there for if it already does that for you in the game. Try to take this guy out. There we go. Seem to be making it through pretty well here. Oh my god, there's a lot of enemies on that screen. What you're also going to find is that eventually we're going to run into a blacksmith or a witch, and the blacksmith and the witch are going to offer up items for gold that you can buy and use on your adventures here. Things you can buy are like, you know, upgraded swords. Wow, this guy took a lot more hits. Upgraded swords, upgraded shields, a bunch of other upgradable stuff as well. But what's interesting about this game, though, are a couple things. The game itself is not a bad little game. It really isn't, but it's not necessarily one I would throw in the good category either. Like, it's not bad. I would consider it more a mediocre game. There are a few reasons for that. It's perfectly playable. I don't have any issues, you know, with the gameplay itself. Everything seems to be very responsive, and that's actually the best part of the game, is that the gameplay and the controls, everything is very responsive. It's very, very nice in that way. Come on, these stupid slugs here. Oh my god, come here. Here we go. But the art style, the way it's created, doesn't really match the rest of the game. Like, you'll look at the characters, like the, you know, the spider and the knight and the slime and, you know, the other characters that we've already fought against previously, and they're all drawn. They were all drawn, you know, in a drawing program like Photoshop, for instance, something like that, right? But what's weird though is that the rest of the game is in like a 3D landscape. So you see that these bricks, they look like they're an actual 3D block, you know, with a texture applied to it, which is totally okay to do. But like the character just doesn't seem to match, at least in my opinion, match up with some of the designs and stuff in the game. Like even these ornaments in the background, the circles and stuff, they don't seem to really match like the motif of the game, at least in my opinion. The characters, I feel like they either need to look a little bit more realistic or the backgrounds need to look a little less realistic. I don't know, but it's a very contradicting art style, I would say, and it kind of throws me off a bit. So here's the blacksmith. We found him. I've heard you have met, I don't know how you say her name, Michaela? Yes, that's it. I think that girl doesn't know where to put her eyes on. She usually chases after me. By the way, talking about eyes, do you want to take a look at the weapons? Enter the shop. So the banter, I don't know where this game was developed or who worked on it or anything like that, but I will say that I have a real hard time understanding the dialogue at times. At times, the dialogue is like, wow, what are they talking about? Because you can definitely tell the English was written by someone who doesn't speak a native, you know, doesn't speak it natively, which is totally fine. That's not really the problem or the case here. Here, we're gonna go with the scimitar here, I think. There we go. Grab that. We'll equip it in just a second here. But the main character usually is very, very snotty and very sassy. And for him to like not really speak correctly is very strange. Now I noticed that this one actually has an endurance count to it, which I haven't gotten a weapon with an endurance count yet. So I guess we only get that many hits with it, which kind of sucks, really. See, this guy will be saying too, what a face, boy. You look like you've seen Celadine. Are you tired? Stairs up and down. It's exhausting. Celadine? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Not a very pleasant lady who lives hidden here like all of us. Actually, she's lovely. Oh, yes, we've met. Treat her right. She's well related. By the way, have you seen my face with the helmet? I don't know what the hell they're talking about. What the hell are they going on about? No idea. All right, we're going to grab a shield here because we didn't have one. And we're going to exit from here. We will equip the shield. The shield will give us extra hits, which is always good. Okay, I guess we'll just keep heading up. I have a hunch that the princess is actually up further. So yeah, you can even tell that the fireballs that are being thrown up are actually a 3D object that have been, that, you know, it's added. Oh, geez, took 2 hits right there. It's a 3D object that they added particles and stuff to, which again, nothing wrong with particles or anything like that, but the art style just doesn't seem to like match, you know, with the character designs and stuff. So it just really throws me off. But the game itself, I think, is pretty cool. I think the concept of it is pretty cool. I like the idea of a, you know, a dungeon that keeps changing as you go to the next level, you know. Before, the dungeon I was in was half the size of this. So now we're playing one double the size, which is pretty cool, trying to find the princess. I think the concept of it is really, really cool. Hello, how are you? Are you one of the good ones or one of the bad ones? Do I have to fight with you? No, my name is Leo. I'm just a humble villager. What about you? I was just passing by, and your king involved me in this quest. Yes, he's a little bit disturbed lately because of the queen's issue. Okay. I don't know what he means by that, but whatever. There's a whole bunch of stuff to get there. We're gonna open that one up. All right, so hitting barrels does count towards your endurance on your sword. So we're doing barrels. We may want to change back to the original sword. Oh wow, there's a big spider now. And we got the blacksmith over here. So the blacksmith seemed to offer different things. I'm actually gonna bust through this dialogue here, because I can't tell what the hell they're talking about most of the time. Anyway. Oh no, he's offering the same stuff. Okay. So no matter who you talk to, it's the same old stuff. Let's see here. We are almost at the top of this area. These weird pig bat things. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to fight that guy correctly? Oh, there's a big rat. There's a ghost. We're gonna try to avoid these as much as possible. I had pretty good luck with avoiding most of the creatures previously in the other round. Oh, you can kill a ghost. First time I killed a ghost. I see a big rat. Let's go ahead and open that one. Wait for this rat to go back. Oh, we won't be able to climb up through here. There's a barricade there. So we've hit our first barricade. Basically what that means is we need to find another way. And I hope we did not just accidentally use one of our keys. Which I think we may have. Well, that sucks. Trying to save those for, you know, more important time. Save those for something way more important. But yeah, you know, King Lucas, this game is, as I said, it's not a game I would consider a bad game, but it's a game that definitely, I feel like, I feel like it just needs a bit more attention to art detail. Maybe the team can get like a native speaker of English to kind of go through the game and correct some of the weird English in it. You know, little things like that. And I think it would really benefit the game to do that. Because there are some really nice, you know, 2D style dungeon games that have come out. There's another barricade up here, so that's not a way to go. Oh, keep going this way. Basically, all we're trying to do is try to figure out where this princess could be. She could be anywhere. Because I feel like the team who worked on this already has come a long way with what they got here. And to kind of stop short, you know, where they did, and to not like put more sort of resources into getting it to where it needs to be, in my opinion, anyway, is a little bit of a crime, really. But that's not to say that this is a bad game. It really is not a bad game. I feel like I'm dogging it pretty hard saying all these things. But you know, it's just when I'm not in love with the way an art style looks, you know, it's going to be one of the first things I talk about, because art style is one of the primary things I come to for a game. Like it's art style and then gameplay. You know, gameplay usually number one, art style number two. Story is really far down on the list for me. The video game stories are usually not very important, at least for me. Wait to see what this fish is gonna do. Swim up, swim up. There we go. Oh my god, another barricade. At least we got a key for this door, though. One thing to keep in mind, there is fall damage. Oh, there's a barricade there too, can't get through there. So, make sure you are being very careful with your Sir Knight, because he will get hurt when he falls. Hey, there's the witch. Hello, I've met Celadine. Very friendly. Okay. Yes, poor girl. I cast a spell by mistake when she was borning, and so she stayed. I don't know what that means. Friendly, yes. By the way, could you give a message to Lucas when you see him? Tell him then Celadine doesn't raise herself. It is also his. That's it. What just happened? What are they talking about? Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna buy a couple keys, because why not? We don't really need a health potion or anything else. Oh, this is actually cool. So there's a thing called a crystal ball. There's a compass. Uses magic compass to know which direction is your goal. We don't have enough for that. Let's buy the crystal ball, though. Okay, and how do we use that? says 2, so we're 2 rooms away from really where we need to be at. Oh, geez. It actually counts down. I like this music that plays just to make it more antsy for you. Oh, it's barricaded, though. One of the other things is in this game, too, is I wish the map was a bit more descriptive. For example, when you go over here, you can't really see... Okay, so she's either going to be 2 down or 2 over, I guess. So we're in the vicinity, wherever she is. We're getting close. But I wish the map was more descriptive about where you could go, where you couldn't go. Like, I wish it would remind you, like, where there was a barricade, you know, paint a little rectangle red on the left or the right to let you know you can't go back that way, you know what I mean? So that way you can actually eyeball where it is you need to go. Because otherwise it feels like you're wasting your time, if that makes sense. Yeah, we were really wasting this, aren't we? Should have just went down the first place. Okay, it says we are 1 away. So we're doing good here. There's a snake. Okay. Can't get through there. We're probably 1 away. We probably cannot get over to where the princess is actually at. I bet that is that is actually what's going to happen here. That is my prediction. You have a checkpoint. Wow, there's the witch again. Okay, we don't need her, though. Alright, we're gonna go down, because either way, down or over should be where she's at. She could be in here. Or I need to go back up and to the left. Or the right. I do not see her. Okay, we will go back up. Was the left block off? I don't remember. Oh wait, I can't check the map and see. Let's take the snake out. What do you guys say? Alright. Princess. Is she here? There she is. So we managed to beat level 2. We made it. So you find her. You open the door. And there you go. We found her. Look at that. We are a good knight. Good night to that good knight. As soon as I met you, I knew you were brave. I'm grateful for your services. So that's 2 princesses so far. In fact, I almost had no choice. Okay, as I was telling you, there are not many brave knights like you left to volunteer to these quests to help an old king get his beloved ones back. But every good action has its reward, and you will be covered in gold. In fact, with all my achievements down in the castle, it won't get me out of poverty. Okay. I know. As I was saying, wealth. So this opens up, and we get 550 coins. Okay. Decent. I think I got more last time. I think I got 600 last time. So you'll head out. You'll talk to the king here. You go through the banter. He calls you a young Padawan. Very Star Wars, you know. I know. Everything at its time. New areas in the castle have been unlocked, and I have got another mission for you. William the dog is lost. Oh, do you have a son? No, the dog is just because it is a dog. Oh, okay. He probably should have just said William is lost. He should have said, like, oh, the heir to the throne? There you go. No, my dog. That would have been much funnier. Kind of killed the joke with William the dog. I'm starting to be a little bit tired of... Good luck, young Padawan. Okay, and he cuts you off. So as you can see here, the dungeon expands, and that is now your new mission. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's King Lucas on the Switch. Kind of gives you an idea how this game is. Like I said, I know I was dogging a lot of different aspects of it. I do think that it could use a little bit more TLC in a few different areas here and there. But overall, not a bad little game if you're just looking for a simple, fun little platforming, dungeon crawling style game. Look at his idle animation. You can't go wrong with that, can you? you know, I think you could do way worse than King Lucas here. But I really hope the team, like if they come out with a King Lucas 2 or something like that, they sort of button up some of these issues that I have with it, because I think that would make this a more enjoyable, streamlined experience. Add these quality of life things in there for the player, you know, that kind of thing. But guys, I want to say thank you for watching. He's playing a sword as a guitar. I feel like they spent more time on the idle animations than some of the other stuff in this game. I don't know. You guys take that for what it is. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next Quicksave Review. See you then.